Hello, my name is Sebastian Chacon, and today I'm going to read you my story, The Witcher and the Crystal of Eternity. I hope you enjoy it. The Witcher and the Crystal of Eternity. Geralt of Rivia was a witcher, a monster hunter trained for childhood. His hair was as white as snow, his eyes glowed like golden coins, and his swords were always sharp. He used it to travel from village to village, taking contracts to kill dangerous beasts. Life was lonely, but he had learned to enjoy the silence of the rat. One cold evening, Gerald was reading through the dark forest of Kenwen when he heard a terrible scream. He stopped his horse and listened carefully. The sound was coming from deep within tea trees. He had been in dangerous situations before, but something about this scream felt different, more desperate, more human. Following the sound, Gerald arrived at a small clearing. A young woman, Elara, was being attacked by a massive werewolf. Snow was falling heavily, covering the ground in white, and the wind was howling through the branches. Without hesitation, Gerald drew his silver sword and charged. The fight was brutal. The werewolf slashed with claws-like daggers, and Gerald barely dodged in time. While he was struck, Elara tried to crawl away. She looked the river, her dress torn, her hands shaking. The beast was about to reach her again when Gerald spun and stabbed it straight through the hair. The creature, filled with a roar and silence, returned to the forest. Gerald was breathing heavily, his muscles aching. Elara thanking him, her voice trembling. She explained that she had been traveling to a nearby village to deliver a map to local mage. Before she could finish, she handed him the map, insisting he keep it. Gerald was suspicious. He had never trusted a stranger as easily, but her eyes were too intense and her words sounded so urgent that he decided to take the map. He asked her to rest by the first before leaving, but Elara refused. She disappeared into the trees without another word. The map was all its paper fragile, and it showed in the way to Renan Castle in the mountains. Gerald remembered that his mentor used to tell him stories about crystal hidden in such place. A crystal says to hold the power to heal anyone, of course. The journey was long and extremely dangerous. He crossed frozen rivers, climbed steep cliffs, and fought a pack of wolves along the way. One night, while he was setting up his camp, a group of bandits appeared. They demanded his sword, his horse, and the map. Gerald refused. The fight was quick. He defeated ten win after precise strike, but not with Joe injury. He pressed on. The weather was worse. The snowstorm becoming incredibly violent before reaching the castle. Gerald had to shelter in camp for 2 days, waiting for the storm to pass. At last, Gerald arrived to Rennes Castle, stood tall, its tower broken, its gate covered in ice. He pushed the heavy doors open and stared inside. There was darkness, but at the far end of the hall, a strange light glowed. The crystal stone on a stone pedestal, shining brighter than the moon. Gerald approached carefully. The air was warm around it, almost confirming he remembered the legend, the light of eternity. Qual held anyone, restored any soul, his had trembled or has touched it. Immediately his injuries disappeared. The fatigue in the muscle vanished. He felt cleared before it was overwhelming sensation, almost too powerful to bear. Great was a message he had seen much in his life, but not in this. Before leaving, he talked about Elara. What was she really? We had she given in the map. He knew he might never find out, but he also knew one thing. The crystal had to be protected after sealing the castle doors. He sworn on toward the light of eternity from and John, but what was for evil. And so what had begun and rescue in the Shawnee forest began the wish. Most important mission, Winter will shine the fate of the continent forever. Fine, thank you.